Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for Wednesday, October 5th, 2011, with news anchors Bria, Mackenzie, Park, meteorologist Egan, Cameron, and Bria, camera people Salem and Matt, video engineer and producer Nika, sound engineer Skylar, teleprompter Ariane, prompter Marianne, and this is news director Skylar. And now the news. DCTV evening 4-H evening news and weather report starring our school students. We would like you to know that you can now buy a sponsorship in DCTV that will help us keep our kids' show on the air. To buy one of these sponsorships, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Hello, my name is Simon, reporting for the DCTV bounding of fall shows at Cortez Farmers Market. If you haven't managed to make it down to Cortez Farmers Market yet this year, there is still time. You will find pumpkins, winter squash, thick carrots, parsnips, turnips, potatoes, and kohlrabi replace more than lean of lithe foods of summer. Dried beans like our famous local Anasazi beans supplant the green bean. The slender summer squash are outweighed by the massive zucchini lying on the ground like sleeping animals at the feet of the market vendors. The thin bunches of early summer scallions are eclipsed by onions the size of baseballs, and their companions, the flirtatious leeks of their dark green fibrous stalks. The farmers market offers locally grown meat in addition to the abundant produce, breads and pastries, herbs and medicinals, crafts, and artwork. And I'll be giving you Mackenzie.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie, reporting for DCTV. The following story is for DCTV for the Deaf Creek Press. Wacky 911 calls. A man called 911 and said, "Please connect me to Switzerland." A lady called 911 because a fight was going on in a parking lot. When they asked to describe the combatants, she said, "I'll try. There's one man that's just like Elvis. He's kicking another man who's laying on the ground and screaming, 'You ain't nothing but a hound dog.'" A 13-year-old boy called to report he had stuff coming from his navel. Paramedics examined the boy and all they found was belly button lint. A guy called and asked if they developed dope. Retard. When the person that answered told him it was the sheriff's department, he hung up. Remember, it is against the law to make non-emergency calls to 911. If you do, you may end up in jail. And now I will be giving you Park.
Hello, my name is Park, and I will be giving you dumb city laws in California. In Glendale, a person must be 18 years old to buy a wax container. Cars may not be driven in reverse. I wonder if that means not parking or driving down the road or what. Hermosa Beach, it is illegal to pour salt on a highway. In Hollywood, it is illegal to drive more than 2,000 sheep down Hollywood Boulevard at one time. In Indian Wells, drinking intoxicating cement is prohibited. You'd probably die if you did that, though. Well, he would. Foretelling the future for donations is illegal. Crushing rocks in city limits is forbidden. Now I will be giving you Keegan.
I am Keegan, and I will be presenting the current weather. The current temperature is 51 degrees. The high for today was 53 degrees. The low was 44 degrees. The wind has been between 1 and 18 miles per hour from the northeast. The barometer is at 30.12 inches and falling. The humidity is at 72%. There has been 9/100ths of an inch of moisture measured by the DCTV weather station. Moisture for the month is 49/100ths of an inch. And now I will be giving you Cameron.
Okay. Hello, my name is Cameron, and I will be presenting the big map. A cold front begins in Northern California and runs into the Pacific. A cold front begins in Idaho and ends in the Pacific. We have a low over Idaho, a low is over Montana, a high is over Colorado, a high is over New Mexico. There is rain, thunderstorms scattered through the northwest and southwest parts of the country. Florida has rain. Now I will be giving you Bria.
Okay, I will be presenting the 5-day forecast. Thursday, high 54, low 31. Friday, chance of snow, high 47, low 31. Saturday, partly cloudy, high 56, low 34. Wrong way. Sunday, clear, high 57, low 34. Monday, clear, high 56, high 65, low 41. The CO2 concentration is in the atmosphere is one of the principal indicators of the climate change. The higher the number, the warmer our climate will become. We want to thank Dr. Peter Tans of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration for this information. The week of 9/25/11, 388.60 parts per million. CO2 last year, 386.77 ppm. The CO2  10 years ago was 367.56 ppm. The CO2 50 years ago, 317.1 ppm. And now back to Park and a special guest interview.
Today, we have a special guest joining us in the studio. He is our new extension agent, Mr. Kim Dillivan.
Technical difficulties.
Today, we have a special guest joining us in the studio. He is our new extension agent, Mr. Kim Dillivan, and comes to us from Wyoming. Welcome to DCTV, Mr. Dillivan.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you. I appreciate you inviting me here.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up on a farm in Iowa, so I have an agriculture background.
What did you raise on the farm?
Primarily, we raised corn and soybeans. We also raised hogs, and we fed some cattle, and occasionally we'd grow alfalfa.
Where did you go to college?
My undergraduate degree was from Iowa State University, master's from the University of Wyoming, and I received a PhD from the University of Tennessee.
What job did you do in Wyoming?
When I was in Wyoming, I was in higher education. I was a teacher at a place called Northwest College in Powell, Wyoming.
What does an extension agent do?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because this is actually my first extension position. And so I'm kind of learning what an extension agent does. Although having a background in agriculture, I've always been associated with extension agents and known some. But I'm really finding out that an extension agent is an educator. I am an employee of Colorado State University. And so one of the things I do is to disseminate information from CSU to the people here who can use it. I think I also need to find out what are the issues, what are the problems, what are the opportunities here, and use that or take that to CSU and tell the folks there what they are and allow them to do research in that area. Another thing I do is I'm an advocate for the people of Dolores County. So I'm really here to work on behalf of everyone who lives in this county.
What do you like about this area?
You know, since I've been here, the people have been absolutely wonderful, extremely friendly and welcoming folks. So I really enjoyed that. I also like the environment. You know, I grew up on a farm, so I have an ag background. And I like this area because you have farmland, but yet not too far away you have national forest, you have mountains, you have desert, and we're really surrounded by a number of national parks. So really it's a fantastic place to live, I think.
What is one of your challenges here?
Well, I think, you know, a challenge or an opportunity is as soon as possible, meeting as many people as possible. Because again, my job is to serve as an advocate for the people of Dolores County. And so I have to be aware of the problems, issues, challenges they face. But really to find most of that out, I think I need to meet as many people as possible. So again, it's not so much a challenge. I think it's an opportunity, just meeting as many people as possible and as soon as I can.
What do you think of our 4-H program?
You know, I like it. I mean, this facility that we're in now is, you know, partly because of 4-H, related to 4-H. And I think it's wonderful. And as probably all of you know, 4-H is just a wonderful opportunity for young people to become involved, to experience hands-on learning, and to just become educated in things they're interested in.
What are some of your plans for this area?
Oh, you know, again, I want to become more involved in 4-H. I want to get involved in putting on workshops and seminars, again, depending on the interests and needs of the people in this county. And again, you know, a big plan I have is just to meet as many people as I can and be the best advocate that I can be.
Thank you for visiting with us.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure, and it's been fun meeting you.
You too. Remember, you can buy a sponsorship. You can buy a sponsorship in DCTV that will help us keep our kid show on the air. To buy one of these sponsorships, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
That's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is News Director Skylar saying good night, good riddance, and good thank you for watching.